Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Soldier Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On first down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Four yards remain for second down. Throwing again is Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Fields now to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll go again with Herbert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw is Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan from a yard out. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say. 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only 1st down. He's got a few more shots maybe. He can take it to the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Irv Smith Jr.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bengals have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fields.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out to his left.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play of this run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Toss play, Herbert.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Fields.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Fields throwing again.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. The 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got Smith here. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They can't read us straight up.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First down. Here's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's do it. It's game time. We're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. Get something together. Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Let's go, y'all. Here we go.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Let's do this, man. Plays, y'all. Make plays.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Herbert once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A handoff for Herbert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's a give to Herbert. And a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Draw play, a give to Herbert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Can't be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He completes it to Boyd. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And Burrow going to throw again.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Eluding the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Does the big boy have the juice? The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now first and 10.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's what I'm talking about. That's God.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Holding offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
What a tough spot to miss a kick, just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. All eyes on Fields. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Fields going to keep it once more. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second and 2. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Herbert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Foreman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they have regained the lead.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.